Hey guys, and welcome to my guide on how to obtain all the defenders in RuneScape 3. For those wondering, a defender is something in between a shield and offhand weapon, but isn't really used in too many situations. Anyways, when you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. All you need to get the Dragon Defender, which is the defender you'll need to upgrade through PVM, is a rune armor set and some low level combat stats. The higher your combat stats, the easier and faster it will be to obtain the Dragon Defender. To get started, enter the Warriors Guild located nearby the Birth Rope Lodestone. Once here, enter the room as seen on the video. To get the defenders, you're going to be killing Cyclopses in a room where you use tokens per hour. The easiest way to get tokens is getting the combat tokens in this room called the animation room. In this room you want to use a piece of your rune armor set, so the plate legs helmet or plate body on the pad. You will then get knocked back and an animated rune armor NPC will spawn. Kill this NPC to get 80 combat points. You want to repeat this process until you have at least 1500 points so that you're set if you go dry on the defender. Then once you have those points, you want to head upstairs and go inside the large room. An NPC will then stop you and ask you what type of points you want to use as currency. You want to use the combat points and then go inside. Now, what you want to do is kill all of these Cyclopses around you as fast as you can if you want to get the defender as fast as you can. You want to do this until you get a defender drop. You obviously get the bronze defender first, and once that happens, you actually want to teleport out of here. Because if you don't, you will repeatedly get the same defender tier as a drop. This is something I found out a little too late, and I was getting bronze defenders for about 30 minutes. Now, the time it takes to get each defender is completely random, but it took me about 1 hour and 30 minutes to get the Dragon Defender all the way down from the Bronze Defender, excluding those 30 minutes I did waste camping the Bronze Defender. What I'm implying is it can take long, so do not expect to get the Dragon Defender within 15 minutes. Also, I noticed that there was no message in my chat box and no loot beam for these defenders, so you kind of have to pay attention. But I would still recommend AFKing these with a Vampirism Aura and a Scrimshaw of Aggression or Aggression Potions, and just, get multiple Dragon Defender drops, just AFK. That way it will be less boring. Another thing I need to mention is you cannot use a cannon here. This is the Warriors Guild and you can only use melee weapons. So ideally you'd want to use a Noxious Scythe, Dragon Rider Lance or Masuda's Warspear here to easily AoE down the Cyclopses. Once you get the Dragon Defender, you can actually stick around to get yourself some spares if you'd like to have a couple of those in your bank, though that is not necessary. Alright, I'll now be getting into how to get the tier 70, 80 and 90 defenders. To get the tier 70 defender, you have to do barrows until you get a corruption sigil. You will then have to combine this sigil with any barrow's weapon to get the respective defender, rebounder or repriser. If you want the ranged version, you'll have to combine it with a Carol's crossbow. If you want the magic version, you'll have to combine it with a Aram's staff. If you want the melee version, the corrupted defender, you have to combine it with any barrow's melee weapons, so a great axe, war spear, hammer or Verex flail. To get the tier 80 defender, you'll have to kill Nex until you get an ancient emblem as a drop. You can only get this as a drop if you have any of the tier 70 defenders in your inventory when killing Nex. You then combine this with a chaotic splint bought from the Dungeoneering reward shop to create either an ancient defender, ancient lantern or ancient repriser depending on the combat style you want the defender for. Then finally, for the tier 90 defender, you're required to get a perfect chitin or chitin drop from Kalphite King. This drop can only be obtained if you have the tier 80 defender in your inventory when you're killing Kalphite King. Then to create the tier 90 defender, you have to combine it with a offhand tier 90 weapon, so either a Drygor, Ascension crossbow or the Seismic Singularity, depending on which style you want. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this straightforward guide on how to obtain the defenders, as I'll be using them in a future video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.